Thank you very much. The PDP Governors Forum is one of the organs of the People's Democratic Party. Like I always say, PDP is built on a solid foundation with laws. We have the Congress, we have the convention at the national level, we have the NEC, National Executive Committee, we have NWC, National Working Committee, we have Board of Trustees, we also have the Governors Forum at the national level. Then at the state level, all these are replicated to zonal, to AGA, and to the world. Any action taken by the Governors Forum is automatically an action of the party. And I'm sure that going forward, the NWC will keep behind the Governors Forum. The action of the Governors Forum is in order. Like we all know, that the declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers State is not in line with the Constitution. Because the Constitution, Section 305, spelled out the condition that should give rise to a declaration of emergency. For the purpose of hindsight, let me read one or two of it for our viewers to actually understand what is at stake. This is a copy of the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria as amended. Section 305, subsection 3. The president shall have power to issue a proclamation of a state of emergency only, one, the federation is at war. Rivers State is not at war. 2, the federation is in imminent danger of invasion or involvement in a state of war. Such situation is not in Rivers State. C, there is actual breakdown of public order and public safety in the federation or any part thereof to such extent as to require ordinary measures to restore peace and security. That again is not in Rivers State. D, there is a clear and present danger of an actual breakdown of public order and public safety in the federation or any part thereof requiring extraordinary measures to avert such danger. Again, it's not in Rivers State. E, there is an occurrence of imminent danger or the occurrence of any disaster or natural calamity affecting the community or a section of the community in the federation. Again, such a thing is not in Rivers State. The question now is, where did the president derive the power? What are the circumstances that warrants him to declare the emergency in the state? Going further, the governor of Rivers State, by the same provision of the Constitution, if there is imminent danger here or situations that warrant a declaration of emergency, the governor can make a request, supported by two-thirds majority of the House of Assembly, to the president to declare a state of emergency. In this case, our governors, our Siminalayi Fubara, didn't request for a state of emergency. On the whole, the president acted in error. So for PDP Governors Forum to go to court to challenge that action, they are in order. Second, the same Constitution did not give the president power to dismantle, sack, or suspend an elected governor, not even the State House of Assembly. Where did he derive the power from? They are not in the Constitution. This is the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended. This is the grand norm. This is supposed to be the guideline, the operations that should guide our elected officials, including the president, members of the National Assembly, and the judiciary. So none of the issues required for a state of emergency to be declared is inexistent in Rivers State. The president acted in complete error. First and foremost, the appointment of a sole administrator is not contemplated. The Constitution did not provide for that. The appointment of a sole administrator in itself is an error. The Constitution did not provide for it. The sole administrator in Rivers State is there illegally, outside the law. Which part of the Constitution provides that a governor should be suspended and then a sole administrator appointed? No Constitution provides for that. So it's acting illegally. Going forward, if it's here, as they told us, to restore peace and order. And there's no breakdown of law and order in Rivers State. What the sole administrator is merely doing now is to tinker with existing political structure. Is that restoration of order? You remove SSG, you appoint. You force the head of service to resign, you appoint. You went to far away, far north to bring a chief of staff. You have dissolved all the existing political appointees in Rivers State. He has gone further to ask local government in the third tier of government, independent of the state, to submit their nominal role activities in the past 2 years. Is this the peace and order he has come to restore in Rivers State? The answer is no. 1, the Constitution did not provide for him. 2, all the actions he has taken so far are in error, and they cannot stand the test of time.
Do you perceive partiality in his actions?
From the foundation of the declaration of emergency, we know, and we can conclude that it's a script acted to favor the FCT minister, Chief Barrister Nyesom, because he is the foundation of whatever political disagreement we have in this state. From the foundation, declaration of emergency is error. Appointment of sole administrator is error. His actions are error. All these actions are taken to favor the FCT minister. That is per se the All Progressive Congress.
Wike has served and has gone.
Yes.
And he's onslaught now.
No. What we are experiencing in the state is pure state capture by the All Progressive Congress. Because the FCT minister was governor here for 8 years, he enjoyed the cooperation of the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. They all worked together. He has finished and left. Now, since Fubara came, he has refused, since Fubara, to enjoy the cooperation of the legislature, especially, and even that of the judiciary. So the question now is, what is his interest? The interest today is a script written, and is acting the script of the All Progressive Congress, because the All Progressive Congress needs the state of Rivers State by all means. And they are giving him all the support. Remove the presidency, you discover that the FCT minister cannot do anything in Rivers State. But because the presidency, the All Progressive Congress, are giving him support, if he needs army, they deploy to him. If he needs navy, they deploy to him. If he needs police, they deploy to him. If he goes to the judiciary, they ask him to write judgment, and they read for him. It's a script. It's state capture. That is what we are seeing in this state. It's not a state of emergency.
Why has himself taken action, legal action against the nation?
The president should simply apologize to the nation and apologize to Rivers people that he acted in error. He's the president. He's elected by the people. He shouldn't be ashamed. You see, when it's a nation degenerates to a level where the president or elected officials no longer fear and respect the people, no longer fear and respect the law, the nation is gone. The president should respect Rivers people, respect Nigerians. The president should respect the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and come out to apologize to Nigerians, apologize to Rivers people that he acted in error, and thereafter restore Fubara back. That is my advice to the president. The way forward is for the president to restore the democratically elected officials he suspended in Rivers State. That is the way forward. Because the sole administrator here doesn't have any work to do. There is no breakdown of law and order for a sole administrator to come that is restoring. If you move in the streets of Port Harcourt across the 23 local government area, you don't see deployment of the military anywhere to show you that there is breakdown of law and order anywhere. They use the blowing of pipeline. From the beginning of this crisis till as I'm speaking with you, no pipeline has been blown in Rivers State. And I'm not sure anybody will blow any pipeline. As to the little disagreement between the House of Assembly, the legislature, and the executive, I'm sure if the president advises the FCT minister today, please take off your hand in Rivers State, there won't be disagreement anywhere. But disagreement is persisting because the president is giving him support.
What is the intention of doing that?
The intention is to capture power, to capture Rivers State. By capturing the state politically, they have captured the state economically. What is key, important to the FCT minister is the treasurer of the state. Otherwise, what is he doing here? You want to control the governor, you want to control the legislature, you want to control the judiciary, you want to control the local government, you also want to control the People's Democratic Party. By controlling this political structure, automatically, he will have access to the treasury. That is his interest. And the interest of the APC, or Progressive Congress, is to capture Rivers State through the back door.
Just yesterday, Assistant State Governor, Dele, sent a signal that what does this portend?
That is to further justify the things we are saying. That is to further justify the things we are saying. That the FCT minister is on a mission to destroy opposition anywhere it is. That the All Progressive Congress is in a mission to capture state structures through the back door. They have captured Rivers State. By going to Bayelsa, they will cause confusion here, and they will declare a state of emergency outside the laid down rules and regulations. Because one, they have destroyed the judiciary. Even if you go to the court today, you can't get judgment. Two, you go to the National Assembly, it is destroyed. The National Assembly is gone. So, the only thing that is keeping us is the air we are breathing as citizens. If it is the government, if it is the law, the rule of law is gone. The legislator, they are not speaking for the people. The executive, they are not working for the people. They work for themselves. All they are interested is power, power, power. They are not interested in security and welfare of the people. Few days ago, soldiers were killed in Borno. Several local governments in Borno are being controlled by Boko Haram as we speak. The same thing is happening in the northwest, Zamfara, Katsina, and even Sokoto. These are the areas that require a declaration of a state of emergency. What is happening in Benue too by the herdsmen also requires a declaration of a state of emergency. But they didn't. But they came to Rivers State because they believe that economically Rivers State is very, very viable. They must take Rivers State by all means. And they know that Bayelsa is a stronghold of the People's Democratic Party. Therefore, they have to destroy Bayelsa too. By the time they finish with Bayelsa, they will go to Akwa Ibom, go to Delta State. That's the strategy before 2027. That is the pattern of this government now. Tinubu himself came out to protest against the government of President Jonathan. President Jonathan then did not deploy the army or police to arrest him or those that protested with him. But today, any protest, they deploy the army, deploy police, deploy everything. What they are doing today is even worse than the military era. And this is a man that said he's a member of NADECO, that he fought the military to bring democracy. And today is lucky to be president. Have you heard him talk about the things NADECO stood for? Not even one. What are the principles, the vision, the mission of NADECO, which he stood for? He has not done any one. The man is on a mission to enrich himself and enrich his family. It's not on a mission to deliver dividends of democracy to Nigerians. He has destroyed the rule of law. He has destroyed the judiciary. He has also destroyed the legislature. What is remaining? But I'm sure one day the people of Nigeria will take over their country. It will not last forever. It won't be forever. To the South people, there is imminent danger. There is imminent danger of destruction of our economy. You know, when our economy is destroyed here, Lagos booms. The oil services company, or the oil majors, have their offices, headquarters in Lagos. So by further destroying the South, Lagos economy will keep booming. So our people, the South people, should understand this and rise up to this occasion. To Nigerians, they should realize that the All Progressive Congress is not just destroying democracy, they have actually destroyed democracy. When you find a situation where judgment was written, given to Supreme Court judges to read, is that democracy anymore? That's no longer democracy. Before a Supreme Court ceases to read, the judgment is out. When they read exactly the same thing. When they bring out certified true copy, it's exactly the same. Nigerians should rise up to take over their country. No, Nigeria, as we speak, is already a banana republic. So the international community, they know. Our foreign policy, which foreign policy are they pursuing? They are not protecting democracy. So the international community, they are already aware. But because Nigeria is a sovereign nation, there is no way the United States, EU, Russia, not even China, can intervene in our internal affair. Our destiny is in our hands. The day we rise up to take over our nation is the day we take over our nation. They won't come.